Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and we have more scraps. And this sticker doesn't stick very good, so I'm going to glue that. Good, I put my glue away. This little bit, in the past, I've done the, when I do gel plate printing, I brayer on some oh my word, labels. And so that's what that is, and I just stamped it and cut it down because you don't have to keep them the size of the label. But these are old stickers, and so I do have to glue them down. When the other side comes up, I'll glue that down. This was just a collage one, and I added this green piece of scrap here and that there. Yes, we are playing with scraps again, as you saw by the title. I've got some bases that are collaged as you know, for some backgrounds if I want, and I still have some of the scraps from last time and whatever other scraps I've picked up along the way that were just it's basically whatever's on my desk. So this is also kind of an arm's length video, arm's length art. So let's see, since the last one, all the ones behind the skunk I did last time, and since then I did him, which was super simple because that was just a piece of Tim Holtz scrap, and one of my, eventually it will be in my shop, some easy fussy cuts. And then also this is another easy fussy cut. Put a little flower behind there, backed it with some avocado dyed paper so that we have a little booklet. Might add pages, might not. And oh, and then this, I had some tissue that I had brayered on. I don't know exactly what it was, what I used for that, but anyway, it was an interesting texture and just added a couple of pieces of scraps. So that's what I've done since the last video. I think you saw all the things in the last video. Oh, and then also, that's what else I did since the last video, some pockets. So I used some of those scraps and just cut down, made a couple pockets, and then decorated the front. Because I do eclectic journals, so I can decorate them ahead of time usually and just throw them in there. And I do a lot of nature journals. That's mostly my thing. Eclectic in nature. I need to find something else, I guess, just to get my, have more of a range maybe. But for right now, that's how I roll. So yeah, these were just, these are Stampin' Up! Papers that my aunt had given me, and I just cut them down. Try to do one of those if I find the paper pad, or oh, I've got some 6-inch paper here, because that'll work as well. I'm gonna pause so that I didn't have an avalanche. All right, I just have like all my 6-inch paper pads are on my desk because I have this little holder thing here, and it's perfect for holding them. And so, oh, I can do something with that. So I thought I would just show you real quick how I did those pockets, the double pocket especially. Ooh, that might be fun just because this is all the herbs. And, oh, here we go. All right. So, I could use my cutter, but I'm not gonna. So basically, and this is a little bit wide. I don't want it this wide, so I am going to cut some off. But first, I'm just going to go at an angle. And then, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to more of the width of a page. Which is, I don't know. I have a ruler. This is a hard ruler to use, by the way. So now it's 4.5 inches, so that's much more reasonable. And now I'm just going to take this down like this. I think my other ones were shaped a little bit different. And then go back here and then just cut along that bottom there. And now I have more scraps. But that's okay. See, this will be a good base for a snippet. See, squirrel. Moving on to something else now, right? Doing a snippet. Whoops. Something else fell. Avalanche. See what I said? Oh, and these are really cute on the back here. Like, I could just take one of these little tiny tags. Yeah, my scissors are dirty. I hope you are all doing well today. I would love to hear in the comments if you're working on anything. I really do like to hear what you're working on. A couple people did tell me what they were working on in the last scrap video, and you know, I really like knowing that. And most people do have scraps, so you know, just grab your scraps and play along. You can make what I make, you can make what you make. You don't have to make what I make. We're just using up scraps and just playing along together. That's all we're doing. And also getting sidetracked with the possibility of a little snippet. I had a piece of lace here, but I also have that. Nope. Oops. Or have, so kind of keep layering pieces. Like I consider these layering pieces. There's little doilies, there's little labels. So I kind of have like several boxes that have like just layering pieces. Ooh, that's pretty. And it's got the colors. And then, sure, why not? Let's just do that. I know, it's the box is over full. You should see when I try to open it over my lap, everything falls out through that little crevice there. It's annoying. So I'm going to, no, I'm not going to take my stapler because it's still packed from when I went up north and I haven't unpacked it yet. So I'm going to just do a little bit of glue. And I'm going to put it so the brown's at the bottom. I don't know. And put it so the flower. Just look at that green and that green are like perfect together, aren't they? And then a little tag. Could add a word to this. Could do pretty much anything that you want with it. But I'm going to go off to the side just a little bit. Could even stick a little bit of lace behind there. I know I threw some lace over here when I might have some lace. Here we go. Lace from Kim. Kim, images by Kim Newberg. Ha, that's who she is. The lovely Kim Newberg. That's where I purchased this lace from. And she puts these cute little dangles on them. I do have a video of that haul. I don't need my piece to be as tall. I could go taller, I could go less tall, I could do whatever I want. But just a little bit sticking out right there is really cute. This is coffee dyed, I think, or tea dyed. I think it's coffee though. She gets a good color on it. I'm like, I wish my coffee would come out. Once I had coffee dyed or tea dyed papers come out like really well with the color. Like I really like the color. And they're actually all in one of my journals, one of my idea journals. There we go. Wouldn't that be cute? On the edge of a page. All right, so there's another. I think it almost coordinates with that little pocket right there. All right, let's actually finish this. Let's finish something we started. This is what I'm bad at. But I want my videos to go quick, and how are they going to go quick if I stop and do this? But I'll be happier in the end if I stop and do this and get that back together the way it's supposed to be. All right, I do want to ink this up a little bit. I've got my coffee ink. Let's see. Oh, well, one of the reasons I'm doing this video right now is we have a Christmas party. My husband's family Christmas party is tomorrow. And I'm going to be making some yeast rolls for it. But I also have a chicken in the oven for supper tonight. And it's cooking at a different temperature than the rolls will. So I have to like time it so that I can get the rolls rising before the chicken's done. So that I can cook bake the rolls while the oven is still hot. I'm going to cut here. You'll see. See, make it your own. See, and now we're going to see more of the words. And I'm just going to... So yeah, I just need to time it so that I can do it while the oven's still on. And now if I don't time it perfectly, that's okay, because I was also going to plan to make some cookies today for... I've been making cookies instead of buying cookies, so the last one got eaten last night, so it's just time to make more cookies. All right, so we have a tuck spot, and this can be a tuck spot or a pocket on a page. See, using up scraps, easy peasy. Not gonna decorate that one, or if I do, oh, we should have put a bunny on there. He's in Mr. McGregor's farm. I have a bunny here somewhere. But do you want to wait for me to look for a bunny? Oh, also, Debbie, this is the, so this is, I don't know what paper this is. I forget. I got it at, it's probably Bo Bunny or something like that. I got it at, Tuesday morning. Oh my word. The store we used to love until they stopped giving us good crafty goodness. They just said, nope, no more crafty goodness for you. No, I don't want a raccoon. I already used a raccoon today. In fact, I used him in my ephemera. If you are on Instagram, check me out, because I've been doing the ephemera, and it's been fun. Ooh, this rose is sort of the colors of the rain boots, so sure, we'll just do that. Easy peasy, fun and squeezy. Lemon squeezy. All right, so yeah, I said about the cookies. I said about the rolls. My mom used to make rolls for all the holidays. Well, Easter and Christmas. The holidays where we went somewhere. And everybody always looked forward to her rolls. Now, the last time I made rolls was for the anniversary party we had this summer, and I did not need them enough, but it took me a while to figure out that was what the problem was. So I'm gonna do better. I'm doing better. But they basically, they didn't have the gluten to hold them together, and they just kind of fell apart after the first day. I mean, they were okay, like if you ate them the same day that I baked them, but I don't think I have time. I don't have time in the morning to make them, so I definitely need to make these the night before, because we're leaving at like 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and waking up as early is not my thing. I'm not a fan of waking up early. Let's see. Then we have, I could do this for like a pocket Wednesday. Ooh, let's add a little bit of red down here maybe. Just a little. Is that what we want? Sure. Bring the red down to the bottom. These are from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Shabby Da. I should have put it down, but anyway, yeah. They're Shabby Dabby Doodah. Shabby Dabby Doodah. Exchanging glances. Ah! There. And that kind of, it also kind of hides where everything was. Well, this doesn't hide over here. Here you have this and this. Maybe I should have put it there. Oh well, too late. All right, so we have a tuck spot and pocket or tuck spot. Oh, let's see. See, if I have something like this, I almost want to, I don't have the right scissors for this, but to like sort of fussy cut it or somewhat fussy cut it. So what happened to our scraps, you ask? Anyway, and then I would make that a tuck on something. I'm going to cut it with better scissors later. All right, let's get back to scraps. We're here for the scraps. I get distracted easily. Your scraps are not my scraps. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. We have different scraps. That's what makes our stuff unique. Got a bird. All right, I started doing, I had a triangle from another pocket. And let's just see what we can do. So this is actually interesting together color-wise, because that green and that green. So how might I this is when I did the fabric. Tear it a little bit more. I'm saving that. I know I have issues. Now I need to find something small enough to fit on here. I'm hoping if I had that bird, I was going to look, because this is not a very big, it'll just be a little tuck spot, which would be fine and good and dandy. This is too big. Unless, well, what I could do, if I want this on here, I can just put it on another piece, and then this will just be one of the layering pieces. So that's potentiality. And I've got blue down there, but it's not that blue, but it does have polka dots. What if is that too much? Is that too dark? Is that too... Go with something a little more on the neutral side? Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we need this to be at least to here. I don't cut straight, so I need help to cut straight. Ooh. Oh my goodness, at least I noticed. Remember the time I didn't notice? There was a time I didn't notice. All right, I did get myself a guillotine cutter, but kind of wish I had gotten a smaller one, but also glad I have a big one. So thinking maybe I need to also get a smaller one. All right, now let me fix this for you guys. All right. Man, how did 16 minutes already go by? I'm just going to glue this right on here. No, I'm not going to make it a pocket. It's just going to be decoration. See, it says Stampin' Up! Right there. This is Stampin' Up! Paper. Apparently, I'm supposed to say when I'm using that. I don't always know when that's what I'm using, though. Just saying. And this is specialty design paper by me. This is my own design paper. That's a fun thing about having a gel plate, is you have papers that are unique to you. And like, I used fabric on this. So, you know, that means there's not, you know, did I make copies of it? No, I don't think I ever did. That's sad. That makes me sad. Oh, you know, we're going to have to, all right, we're just going to lose the tiniest bit of his tail. He's a little wrinkled. He needs to go on something before he loses everything. So if he loses a tiny bit of his tail, at least he doesn't get ripped in half at some point. I'll put him up here, make sure his little beaky is there. Oh, did I say where I got this from? The birds I cut from. There's a Reader's Digest book of Northern American birds. So anytime I find those, well, I have two more right now that I haven't even cut into yet. So I've put a moratorium on buying more. But at one point when I found them, I would buy them. They're not necessarily vintage. Well, 80s and 90s, I think. So they might be vintage. But the pages are fun to, you know, it's got really nice illustrations, bird illustrations. I prefer illustrations to photographs. Don't know why, but I do. Or watercolor. Oh, that's why I have a lot of, I go on dreamstime.com, and that's where a lot of my things come from, because I can get the watercolor going on there. Okay, let's stick that up there. Bring a little bit of blue up to the top. Maybe I'll put a word on it eventually, but for right now, I'm happy with just the label. So, pockets, tags, booklets, just all the ephemera that you can make. Just grab your scraps and just start making. All right, I got this thing under here. This it's a silicone craft mat. Although I don't know how. I'm actually going to go off the page of that. There we go. But it's weird. It came folded, so I don't, you know, and hairs and everything stick right to it. So I'm so far not a fan. So, but I wanted a craft mat that I could use that was like light colored, easy to clean. This isn't it. So I might have to get myself another Tim Holtz one. I feel like something, maybe a word will go down here eventually at some point in life. But maybe not right now. Nope, that's too much. So. Or maybe even just a piece of scrap. Just to, you know, make it not feel like there's so much space down here. Also, oh, you know what I might do? I might make it a tiny little pocket. Hey, when possible, make tiny little pockets, because you never know when you might want to stick a little thing in there. There. It's cute. Is it perfect? No. Is it a little bit clashy? Maybe. I don't care. Do they not all... That's the wrong one. This is the one I want. One of my pet peeves of my own stuff is not having these even. And apparently one of the templates that I use online on my computer, they're not even. They're driving me crazy. All right, I just need to put a label or something on this one. That's too big. Or something. I don't know exactly. It's already got flowers on it. And this is also what I do. And I have a digital, like I think this might have been a pocket, but I used a die cut and just cut it out as a circle so that I could have more stuff to glue on stuff, apparently. No, he's too dark against the... Let's see. You got a circle and another circle, but then I would feel like I need a third circle, and that's very dark, especially for up at the top. So, I'm thinking a label, but I don't... This is... Oh, wait, there are bigger ones in here? No, these are all the smaller ones. And... Yeah, I don't know why I don't have... Yeah, that's too small. I want something a little... Oh, where's my layering pieces? All right, I'm going to find something and then show you what it is, and I'll make you look at it, look for it with me. All right, this is the problem. There's so many ways to go. I've got the blue up here, so I could bring some blue down here in a couple ways. There's this little bit of green right here, which goes nicely with either this green or this green. I could bring the blue down in another way, or I could just bring the blue over, be a short triangle. I don't mind this circle showing here. I don't like this up here, so that I kind of want to kind of want to cover, so I could just do that, but then that looks weird. Also this number 10, which I'm kind of liking the 10, because it kind of blocks this, where this, weird part here, but I still see the circle here, and I don't mind that there. So I'm thinking, well, I guess I'm thinking that wasn't even where I thought I was gonna go. You never know. And then I still might put this number 3 down here just to bring the blue down. And I thought about this to bring like this color up, but it's a lot darker, and if I was gonna do a darker color than the main focal point, I'd want it to be down lower just to ground it. I don't know why. That's just my thought process. In case you were wondering what my thought process is, that's my weird random thought process. Now this would be nice, but it would cover up the flowers too much. Unless I put it up here. What was I putting up here? No. I think we'll just go simple. We'll do the 10. Now this was just a collage tag that I had that I just wanted to finish off, basically. So I could get it out of my unfinished ephemera pile, I know not really much is going on. I still want to bring that blue down a little bit. And that's the only one I have in that color. I don't think a bigger one would have been better, so... There you go, 10 cents, number 3. So, let's actually pull out some scraps. It's got glue on it now. Let's turn that over. Alright. I know, I say I'm going to use more scraps, and then, like, there's a little scrap. There's a little scrap. There's a scrap. Okay. This is just gel print. Put some polka dot on there. What's on the other side of that? I don't know. Well, maybe. A little bit of, oh, see, this kind of has the red in it. Could go sideways with it. Could go, well, it's almost not quite square, but almost. I kind of like the thing in the middle. I'm not taking that out. Let's see. That's just, that's just some. Anything else? Do we want to layer anything else? And don't forget about your washi tape. I don't think I have washi tape that will work with that. All right, so yep, there we go. Just doing a little random. Oh my word, words are hard. Snippet, cluster. I guess they're clusters. I don't know how I had it down, but sometimes when I start gluing, I just glue down and see what happens. Oops, you know what I just did? You know. This is why I get glue everywhere. This is why we can't have nice things. Alrighty then. There's a cluster. So we got the black and the red and a little lightness so that it's not quite so dark. Cluster. That's one thing you can do with scraps. Let's see, what else? What other scraps do we have in here? There's some scraps of that paper with that little ticket thingamabob. Let's see. That is some brightly colored, and there's dinosaurs on the back. I think I'm going to stick that in my niece's journal because it's got dinosaurs on it. All right. We got this cute little bird. Can I put him on something? Or her? Him? We had this, right? This was sort of a scrap. I think it's too wide to fit on a page. Oh, here. Let me just fold this in half so we can see what size pages generally are. And definitely would need to cut that off. And also, this part, well, that part would be upside down. That's sideways, so that's okay. Probably want to cut it off about right there. I don't trust myself. Do you trust me? I don't trust me. Oh, here, we could even do this. We could put it at 5 inches. No, this side's not even. I just have to fix it. And nope, I don't have a circle punch to cut out a notch, so if I want to cut out a knot, I'll have to do that another time. Now, here's a weird thing I'm going to do. This is kind of a tall pocket. I don't want it that tall, so I'm going to cut down like this, and then I'm going to turn that around and make the pocket like, all my words are upset. Wait, oh yeah, they're 6s probably. I don't know, we're not going to worry about it because once we decorate it, oh, here, there we go. We can just make sure we put something over that if we want. Nope, that's too, I like it like that better. But you know what? Also, I don't have to use this upside down triangle. I can get another triangle if I want to put a triangle there. That's the thing. You're not tied into anything until you glue it. Once you glue it, you're tied in down to it. Tied down, tied, you know, you got to use it. But until you glue it, it's not a little piece of scrap. See, a little piece of scrap right there. We'll cover up the upside down wonkiness up there. Got more of Tina's labels down here. Let's see. I'm looking for a larger piece, right? Preferably cardstock. Do, 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 do. Ah, stupid song is in my head. Well, we could. Oh, I like the other side better. Let's see. There we go. And you know what that does? That makes our triangle still upside down. That's okay. But I can cover that, so that doesn't bother me as much. All right, let's do this. Do, do, do. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm going to do another weird thing. I'm going to cut this at this angle. It just feels tall. I hate hiding everything behind stuff. You know what I mean? Of course, that means that I could do that side, but I don't like that side. All right, we're doing this. Yeah, I went ahead and inked paused in ink because I'm trying to keep these videos short. So, you know, just a little short playtime with our scraps. So just gonna, the bottom and the side of that.
Mail and newspapers, don't know what to put them.
So just glue that on there and set that down there. And a little bit of interest going on there. Will that make it Christmassy if I do that? Because it's red and green? Not really, because that green is a nice, excuse me. But then I lose this, so I don't want to put anything quite that long there. But I will put, but I do kind of want to cover the fact that there's a lot of upside downness going on there. It's background, so it really doesn't matter that much. And then just need to find a little label or something. We can bring this over here. I kind of like how that edge does that. So if I want to make it more narrow, I'm just going to do it from that side. And these were probably, I think these were from when I did my October Makers Creative collab, when I made that doodle book and whatnot. Oh, look, he fits, except for he would block that pocket. But maybe I don't want the pocket to go all the way over, because then we wouldn't be able to see what's in this pocket. So maybe what we'll do, I don't know what you'll do, maybe what I'll do, does he need ground? Does he need to be grounded? Except for I already have, I'd put something else there, but I don't know. Maybe not put him there. That's too big. Let me pause, find something. Okay, I'm going to use this rose. I cut off the bottom a little bit so I could tuck it in, and that will help it to fit. And so if you want something to not look Christmassy that you've put red and green on, put a red flower on it, and then it'll look like it's a more floral related kind of a deal than. And then one of these labels I found, oh, I can't remember, I think it's Pink Monarch Prints. And just put that right there. And then if something is over in this pocket, this rose will still show at least a little bit, and I won't be cutting off any animals' faces. So what have we got? We did a snippet and a pocket. Finished up that tag. And we made this tag with some scraps and a picture. Here, let's put him there. Look at this. They even can go in the pocket we made. Oh, and we made a tuck spot. And another snippet. So, let me know if you played along. Let me know what you made. I would love... Oh, I already have that rose there. I used that rose twice today. Huh. It's good to have things cut out and ready to go, isn't it? This isn't the right color, but you could always stick a little snippet. I could have put it right on there, and it could have been the decoration if it was the right colors. You know, let's see. Oh, and then I've got this that I can easily just put on there and have a little tuck spot. In fact, I'm going to do that. Super simple. You don't have to do all the layers. You can do all the layers. I mean, maybe I'll do something to make it a little bit more grungy, like add that little ampersand or something. Who knows? So anyway, I hope you all have a delightful day, and I hope you enjoyed playing along. I will try to do some more Scrappy videos, because I know we all have a lot of scraps that we want to use. And so yeah, hopefully you can play along and use some, and hopefully I will get those easy fussy cut pages in my coffee shop. ko-fi is linked in the description below. It may just be 1 or 2 pages at a time, hence the poll question. I'm trying not to charge too much for them, but you know, I do put a lot of work in them, and I do pay for the royalty-free images too. Oh, I was gonna put that on there. I forgot. Sorry, I like the daisy on there. So I can't just give them away. Believe me, if I were rich and had all the money, I would totally give them away. I would be happy to give them away, but Sorry, can't. I have to, I put my time in. You know how it is. I'm going to stop fussing. All right, hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you.